Every kid has a favorite apex predator: the lion, shark, wolf, or eagle. They are seen as kings, the pinnacle of the animal kingdom. Nature documentaries often highlight these hunters, showcasing their slow-motion lunges, sharp teeth, and intense chases. We romanticize these animals.
We romanticize them as the pinnacle of evolution and the top of the food chain. But documentaries often omit the full truth.
Lions lie in the grass for 20 hours, hungry and alone, conserving energy with nothing to show for it. Let's examine the hunt itself, as the numbers are genuinely brutal. Lions fail roughly 75 to 80% of their hunts. Success is rare, like getting rewarded once for every 5 attempts. A lioness stalks a zebra, burning immense energy.
Often, she comes up empty, forcing her to try again and again, until something finally goes right. Cheetahs are even worse off. The fastest land animal, they are built specifically for the chase.
They succeed only 40 to 50% of the time. After a kill, cheetahs are so exhausted they must rest before eating. While cheetahs rest, panting and unable to move, lions, hyenas, and vultures arrive to steal their kill.
By the time a cheetah recovers, there's often nothing left. They lose up to half their kills to other animals. They won the hunt, but still went hungry. Polar bears have only a 10% success rate when hunting seals. Polar bears, with a 10% success rate, spend weeks burning fat reserves with nothing to show.
A polar bear's entire year hinges on a few successful hunts. Miss enough, and the animal simply starves.
Starvation weakens immune systems, and injuries stop healing. Hunting is not the only cost they face.
Predators carry a heavy burden daily: their own bodies. A lion's body is roughly 60% muscle. Maintaining this muscle is metabolically expensive. It burns calories constantly, whether the animal is running or not.
Even resting, a lion burns energy rapidly, requiring it to eat within days. Its powerful body is a constant burden.
Built for explosive power, a lion's body demands enormous fuel just to exist, which comes only from successful hunts.
Compare this to a horse of similar size and energy needs. A horse can meet its needs by grazing slowly.
A lion cannot graze. Its body is a high-performance engine needing premium fuel, which it must acquire to maintain its. Otherwise, it begins shutting down. What happens when predators age? A 10-year-old lion is already slowing down. Reflexes dull, and sprints shorten. In a system demanding physical precision, small declines quickly compound.
Older predators don't retire. They simply start failing hunts and losing territory fights they once won. Younger, stronger animals push them out, leaving them to scavenge, growing weaker until their end. In contrast, a 10-year-old elephant is barely an adolescent, still protected by the herd and learning.
The oldest wild elephant lived to 86 years. A lion's entire lifespan fits within a single decade of an elephant's life.
There's something almost cruel about this design. The predator is given power, speed, and weapons, but then handed a bill that never stops. Prey animals are given legs to keep moving, and the world feeds them. When predators get desperate, they take riskier chances, venturing into dangerous territory. Every failed hunt pulls them closer to the edge. Meanwhile, a wildebeest wakes up and simply starts eating.
Food is literally everywhere, under its feet. No stalking or energy is spent chasing anything down.
The sun grew the grass, storing energy, ready to be consumed. The wildebeest just has to walk and chew.
A cow eats for 8 hours daily, a giraffe even more. Herbivores' energy cost for food is almost nothing compared to predators.
Grass doesn't run away. Now, let's consider lifespan. Wild lions live around 10 to 14 years. Wild wolves live 6 to 8 years on average. The animals they hunt routinely outlive them. Zebras live 20-25 years, Cape buffalo up to 25, elk 20. Prey species are quietly getting the last laugh.
Another hidden cost for predators is injury. A lion doesn't go to a doctor for treatment.
A wolf's wounds aren't stitched. Every hunt is a physical gamble. A zebra's kick can shatter a jaw. A buffalo's horn can puncture a lung. A crocodile can take a limb. Even minor injuries are catastrophic. A broken leg for a deer means slower grazing. For a lion, it means no hunting, no eating.
No eating means death within days. In Kruger National Park, lions starve from dental abscesses. A single infected tooth, easily treated by humans, can kill an apex predator. The margin for survival is razor thin.
A prey animal with a limp is in danger, but can still feed itself. This option doesn't exist for predators.
Consider the social aspect. We perceive predators as powerful, dominant, and independent, and some indeed are.
However, the social lives of prey animals are far richer. Wildebeests migrate in herds of over 1 million animals. Elephants live in complex matriarchal families, spanning decades of memory and relationships. Meerkats post sentinels. Prairie dogs have sophisticated alarm systems, communicating predator size, shape, color, and speed in a single call. Dolphins, prey to larger sharks, live in pods with social bonds that last a lifetime. Many predators live alone out of necessity, not choice, due to the brutal math of their food requirements. A territory supporting 1 wolf cannot support 5, so they spread out, hunting in isolation or small, stressed groups. Even within a pride of lions, dominant males let cubs starve before sharing a kill during lean times.
The animals we consider social and community-oriented are overwhelmingly prey species. This is where it gets philosophically strange.
Evolution has no intentions. It doesn't reward impressive animals, but those that survive long enough to reproduce.
By that measure, being prey is a truly competitive strategy. There are roughly 900 lions left in West Africa.
Over 1.5 million wildebeests are in the Serengeti. By raw numbers of living species, prey animals are obliterating predators. Herbivores form the majority of vertebrate biomass. The ecosystem runs on prey, not predators.
Predators exist at the edges, dependent on abundant prey. Remove wildebeests, and the lion disappears within a season.
Remove the lion, and the wildebeest continue. The predator needs the prey, but the prey doesn't return the favor.
This doesn't mean predators aren't remarkable. The engineering of a great white shark is almost incomprehensible. The stamina of an African wild dog, the most successful pack hunter with an 80% kill rate, is extraordinary. Predators have been shaped by millions of years of pressure into some of the most precise biological machines. But precision isn't ease, and impressive isn't winning. We've spent centuries depicting these animals on cave walls.
We put them on flags. Name sports teams after them. Lions, eagles, wolves, and sharks.
These predators live harder, shorter, more precarious lives than almost anything they chase. The wildebeest doesn't make the flag, but it outlives the lion, outnumbers it, and gets to spend its days eating breakfast in the sunshine. Maybe the real apex of evolution isn't the top predator, but the one that lets the sun do all the work.